Coming up, one Cal Poly sports team is making history. Find out why the baseball team is making national headlines.
Voting is now over and the next ASI president is close to being announced.
Women and men will be walking around in high heels this weekend. We'll tell you why coming up next. Thanks for joining us for our weekly broadcast of Mustang News. I'm Katie McDermott.
And I'm Morgan Butler. The votes are in. The 24-hour voting period for ASI president closed this morning at 7 a.m. Leah Horner talked to students about campus about what they want to see in next year's president.
Well, it feels really good. Actually, it's really nice to know that you're making an impact. You know, I'm picking the next ASI president of Cal Poly.
Voting has ended for ASI president, and students have some ideas for whoever fills Jason Colombini's shoes.
I'd like him to get a sauna and a hot tub would be nice in the rec center. That would make it a really nice rec center.
I'd like to see him put on, continue to put on events that they do that are a lot of fun and get everybody involved on campus. Because I'm personally really spirited. I really like to see when presidents really spirited and they kind of incorporate that into their presidency.
Current President Jason Colombini has a few words of wisdom for the next president.
The other thing I was passionate about is don't take the perks of the office. I think that's a way that can really let it get to your head easily as well. And as soon as the position gets to your head, it can start corrupting like what you're trying to accomplish and really what your goal as ASI president is.
Leah Horner, Mustang News.
Today at 11:30 a.m. in the UU Plaza. You can also check out mustangnews.net to find out who wins.
The Interfraternity Council has a newly elected president. Kinesiology and Communications Junior Alex Horncliffe of Lambda Chi Alpha will replace Dominic Jerpy as IFC president. When it comes to the current debate over the new party policy, Horncliffe thinks it's important to have a policy to protect the university and fraternities if anything were to happen to a student.
A fraternity is as expensive to insure as a nuclear power plant. There's only 2 companies in America that will actually give insurance to fraternities.
One of Horncliffe's main goals as president is to have qualitative data about Greek students to give an accurate portrayal of their academic accomplishments.
Cal Poly's new SAFER coordinator is settling into her first month on the job. Cherry Love, a 2010 Cal Poly graduate, has been appointed as SAFER's new full-time assistant coordinator. Love plans to focus her work on organizing SAFER into a model program, which can then be shown to other universities. She will also be studying the effects of SAFER's educational programs on student behavior and lowering violence.
I think it would be easy for the community to take us for granted, but as if someone stepping in and being able to see with sort of new eyes, it's pretty incredible what's done here.
Love joined SAFER as they highlight Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Cal Poly's SAFER program is Taking Back the Night. SAFER is hosting an event called Take Back the Night tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. at Creaky Tiki and Bliss Cafe in downtown SLO. There will be live music, poetry, and a candlelight vigil for victims of sexual assault. There will also be free desserts at Bliss Cafe. Take Back the Night is a worldwide movement to empower all people to end sexual assault and violence.
A new registration rotation is going to be implemented for Cal Poly seniors. Starting in fall of 2014, seniors graduating within 1 quarter will be able to take advantage of a special registration rotation. It takes place after the special populations and graduate students, but comes before the other priority registration periods. The Office of the Registrar says they hope that the change will help graduating seniors finish their degrees in time. All forms related to graduation can be found on the Registrar's website.
Gas prices in San Luis Obispo County are the highest in the state. SLO County has had the highest gas prices for a week now. SLO's current average gas price is $4.33, topping big cities like San Francisco, LA, Sacramento, and San Diego. The cheapest gasoline in SLO County is at the Costco off of Los Osos Valley Road. The cheapest gas within 5 miles of Cal Poly's campus is at Conserve Fuel on Santa Rosa for $4.25 a gallon.
I drive an SUV, so it's expensive for me. But other than that, SLO is a pretty good public transportation system, so I try to get on that as much as possible.
Industry analysts say the average U.S. price of gasoline has jumped 9 cents a gallon in the past 2 weeks.
Stay tuned with Mustang News. After the break, find out what it means to walk a mile in her shoes.
And Cal Poly students are getting the chance to live in Washington, D.C. Find out why after the break.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Computer?
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet.
Let's go. Click it.
Yes.
Okay.
I cursor in between the R and the E. If I say dot, I want you to just push the period.
She's gonna love me all over again now.
That's it. Jamaica, here you come.
Here we go.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And I did it by myself. Feel smarter.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Some Cal Poly students may find themselves walking past the Lincoln Memorial, National Mall, and Pentagon this summer. Dylan Payne tells us about a program that can make it happen.
DC is definitely the place to be.
Cody Paginen will land in DC this summer to start his dream job of doing drug busts for federal agencies.
It'll be a lot of working one-on-one with the investigators in the actual division, reporting their findings, writing written analyses of them, written reports.
He got this internship through Cal Poly's Washington Center program. He spoke with Cal Poly's liaison, Dr. Shelley Hurt, about applying for the program.
And the application materials consists of 2 letters of recommendation from faculty, a CV or a resume, a 1-paragraph statement of interest, and then a 2-page essay.
If accepted, they are housed in apartments near the Capitol building.
Very modern, it's very safe. It's the same facility where all the classes are held.
It will be Paginen's first time in DC.
No, it doesn't
and
look
he
that
hopes
big.
that it won't be his last.
You know, it may seem like a lot to deal with when you're first getting started, but you just got to take it day by day, and it kind of works out in the end.
Dylan Payne, Mustang News.
Just like for a little bit.
For more information, you can contact Dr. Shelley Hurt about the program.
KCPR's Pledge Week continues after hosting their open mic night event last Thursday. Students and performers gathered in the PAC Pavilion to enjoy live music, stand-up comedy, and poetry readings. KCPR hopes events like these provide a friendly community where students can share their talents and feel appreciated.
It's really exciting to know that there is music and art being appreciated early on at Cal Poly.
KCPR's Pledge Week continues through Friday. Let's take a look at their upcoming events. KCPR will be on Dexter Lawn Thursday and Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with vinyl spin art, ticket giveaways, and live DJing. They will also be showing Wayne's World at the Palm Theater tonight. And on Friday, you can bring your own vinyl to the KCPR studio and they will spin it live.
After the team says they were unfairly disqualified, the Cal Poly Steel Bridge team is heading to nationals. Cal Poly will be competing against other Southwest region teams from UC Berkeley, University of Arizona, UCLA, and USC for the construction of their bridge. Cal Poly will be working to perfect their bridge with high hopes of placing. According to the team's project manager, the process of building the bridge is a detailed one.
They have you stage in the construction yard. You set up all your pieces in the order that you want, and they show you like, okay, here are the dimensions. Like here's the, basically like the inbounds area. They draw the line of where what's inbounds and what's out of bounds, and they have you construct the bridge. After that, no one can touch the bridge.
Nationals will be hosted by the American Institute of Steel Construction at the University of Akron on May 23rd through the 24th.
Cal Poly celebrated Earth Day by hosting its first sustainability fair at the Multi-Activity Center. This free event highlighted various clubs that are involved with on- and off-campus environmental sustainability. The fair also had live music and activities for all ages. The festival included do-it-yourself sustainable projects, a wellness center, and a chocolate fountain put on by the Fair Trade Club.
The Real Food Collaborative, we're the club that's dedicated to trying to bring healthier local foods to Cal Poly. Not necessarily organic or anything like that. It's more about just trying to get better food on campus. And so we're doing that in a variety of ways. One of them is through the Real Food Challenge, and that's getting a commitment to 55% locally sourced and sustainably sourced foods by 2025.
More than 15 clubs attended and showcased ways to make Cal Poly a more eco-friendly place to live.
The 12th annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes will be taking place again this weekend. Many of the participants, of which are mostly men, will be wearing high heels during the mile-long walk. The march is in support of the International Men's March to End Rape, Gender Violence, and Sexual Assault. The walk is this Saturday, April 26th at 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Mission Plaza in downtown San Luis Obispo. Well, we're in for another beautiful day on the Central Coast.
Here's a live look at Morro Bay. Thanks to our friends at offshoretheater.com, it's just under 60 degrees there this morning.
Dylan Payne will be in for your weekend weather forecast next.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
You didn't give up on sex,
Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Well, I know it's been really pretty all week. It's really pretty today. I'm really excited to see what it's going to be like this weekend.
Oh yeah, and we have Dylan Payne here to tell us what the weather's going to be.
Well, first, let's see. I'm going to be out of town this weekend, but I know there's going to be a lot of people that probably want a break from studying for what's going to be midterms, things like that. So,
I think we're going to have some beautiful weather for them.
Do you have any plans for the weekend?
I think I'm just going to be catching up on some work too.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to send it on over to Dylan to tell us what it'll be like.
Thank you. And so today's weather, we have a high of 75, expect it to be sunny throughout the day. And we will have gusts around 25 miles per an hour. Here are today's headlines. We have sunny skies today. There will be a low pressure system up ahead, possibly precipitation on Friday and into early Saturday. And then we'll have a significant warming trend on Monday. Now let's take a look at the weather in the north. And let's see here. In the north we have Paso Robles and Atascadero at 79. San Luis Obispo at 75. On the coast we have 62 and 65. 62 in Los Osos, 65 in Avila Beach. And down south we have a 71 degrees in Nipomo and Arroyo Grande. And down all the way down here at 68 in Santa Maria. And now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. We have possible precipitation, about 30%, a high of 65 and a low of 42 on Friday. On Saturday, it'll be partly cloudy, a high of 67 and a low of 42 degrees. And on Sunday, we will have a high of 71 and a low of 47. It'll be sunny. Monday, we will have a high of 81. This is when our heating will begin. 81 degrees is the high, 50 is the low. And then on Tuesday, it'll be 90 degrees, sunny, and 52 degrees as the low. Now, for those of you who are going to Stagecoach, we have your forecast in Indio, California. Friday will be 87 and sunny with 63 as the low. 20% precipitation on Saturday, 74 degrees as the high and 59 as the low. And then on Sunday, we have 82 degrees as the high and 64 degrees as the low to wrap it up. And that's your weather for this weekend. Back to Katie and Morgan at the news desk.
Well, thanks, Dylan. I have to say I appreciate the weather update for Stagecoach as well, because that's where I'm going to be. But I can't believe that we have a chance of rain tomorrow, and then we're going to be at 90 degrees on Monday. Crazy Central Coast weather. Okay. Well, coming up next after the break, find out how the baseball team is making a historic run.
And find out which tennis player came back from serious injury to help save the season and lead the team into this weekend's championship matches.
Being a dad can be tough.
No. What do you mean she's not coming?
When's the fairy princess coming?
Any minute now.
But when you're willing to do anything,
It is I, Cruz Zinklebell. Okay, time for cake.
It's always worth it.
I know it's really you, Drew. I'm just pretending for the other kids.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Vomiting.
Puking.
Throwing up.
Vomiting.
Puking. Throwing up.
Cold. Clammy.
Blue.
Cold. Clammy.
Blue.
Their breathing slows.
Passed out. Unresponsive.
Passed out.
Unresponsive.
You can't wake them up.
If you're dealing with somebody who's so intoxicated that you have to stop and ask yourself, gee, I wonder if they need help, they need help. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you're having to do CPR because they stopped breathing or because they aspirated on their own vomit.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Okay, well, from what I can tell, sports have been doing really well this season.
Yeah, it's been a great year for Cal Poly sports. First, we had the basketball team's historic run, and now it's on to the baseball team. So there's a lot of action going on this weekend.
That's so cool. Can you tell us more about that?
Of course. So, for the second time in Cal Poly history, the baseball team is ranked #1 in the nation in an NCAA Division I poll. Yes, according to the Collegiate Baseball newspaper poll, Cal Poly is the best team in the country. This rise to the top happened after the Mustangs swept powerhouse Cal State Fullerton for the first time in the Division I program's history. Cal Poly is 35-5 and on a 11-game win streak. The Mustangs have not lost a series all year. On Tuesday night, Cal Poly beat San Jose State 12-5, and the team heads to Long Beach this weekend. Before Cal Poly headed out on this weekend's road trip, I caught up with head coach Larry Lee and talked with him about how his roots allowed him to turn the program around.
1-6-4-3. With baseball, you really have to know the game within the game. It's strategy when you're playing. It's a grind. You play a lot of games in a short period of time.
For Cal Poly head coach Larry Lee, there is no sport quite like baseball and no place quite like home. The Mustangs are taking the field as one of the best Division I teams in the country. The same field Coach Lee ran across growing up with his siblings. As a kid, Cal Poly was Coach Lee's backyard.
There's probably 2 security people on campus, and they probably knew the back of my my jacket a lot better than anything else. And
Coach Lee grew up admiring his father, who coached the Mustangs in baseball, basketball, football, and boxing.
He touched a lot of people, not only in the community, but a lot of his athletes that he coached at Cal Poly.
Coach Lee began his own coaching career at nearby Cuesta College, where he in turn became a father figure to his players and assistant coaches.
My foundation wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for Coach Larry Lee.
Before coming to Cal Poly in 2002, Coach Lee turned the Cuesta program around and led the Cougars to 9 conference titles and 4 community college Final Four appearances.
Coach Lee could take what he's done or who he is as a coach. You could drop him anywhere in the country and he would have success.
But still here in San Luis Obispo, Lee is coaching the #1 team in the country, according to the Collegiate Baseball newspaper poll, and the Mustangs are on an 11-game winning streak.
We've had a lot of success this year, but our next loss, which is inevitable, it's going to sting and it's going to stay with you. But the good thing about baseball is you're not waiting a week to play your next game.
But with how deep his Poly roots run, this isn't just a game, it's home.
First pitch against Long Beach State is set for Friday at 6 p.m. Well, the Cal Poly men's tennis team is heading to the Big West Championships as the #2 seed in the conference. The tennis team came together and beat rival UCSB, giving them a first-round bye. The Mustangs overcame a few major obstacles this season, such as playing their first one in 4 years without star Andre Dome. Jurgen De Jager, a senior on the team, had one major personal hurdle to jump over. De Jager, who has the second best winning percentage in singles play behind Andre Dome, that's in Cal Poly history, had to come back from an ACL injury. After coming back, De Jager finished as the top singles player.
11 or 10 straight matches, again, which I didn't expect coming back, because I was just really excited to start playing again. But it's kind of like game for game, it started getting better, and Nick helped me out really, really well. And I was scared of my knee, but Chris still the trainers, and Chris, the trainer, really helped me a lot.
The Big West tournament starts Friday at 3 p.m. at Indian Wells Tennis Garden. The Cal Poly softball team is back home this weekend after sweeping Hawaii last weekend on the road. On Tuesday, they hosted a doubleheader against Bakersfield, splitting wins with the Roadrunners. Senior center fielder Lauren Moreno helped the Mustangs secure the win with a walk-off home run in the final inning of the second game. Softball hosts a 3-game series against Cal State Fullerton this weekend. The Mustangs are tied with the Titans for third in the Big West.
One Cal Poly student is a star on the field and also popular on the web. Lindsay Lewis introduces us to Cal Poly's social media star.
Camille Brown is a busy kinesiology senior. She plays for Cal Poly's softball team, is a CrossFit competitor,
this was definitely my favorite,
and has reached international success through Instagram.
I did a couple handstands, like I want to say 2 years ago, posted on Instagram, and this really big account posted my picture, like repost.
In a world of social media, that's all it took. Less than 2 years after her first handstand, Camille went viral.
Oh my gosh, like this girl's like messaging me from Yahoo. I was like, no way.
Yahoo Shrine featured Camille as one of their top fitness gurus, which has helped keep her honest with her fitness.
Friends joke around, like if I have an ice cream or something, they're like, oh, like we won't tell your followers that you're having that.
Even with 20,000 followers, Camille stays humble.
A bunch of people say, like, oh my gosh, that's Camille for Wildcat. And I was like, I'm not that big of a deal. Like, I appreciate it, but, you know, I'm not there yet.
Lindsay Lewis, Mustang News.
You can follow Camille on Instagram at Camille4Wildcat.
A famous hip-hop group is playing on campus today. We will tell you who after the break.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know.
Okay, so now we have Buki Babalola here in the studio for our Pollywood. Buki, what's going on?
Thank you, Morgan and Katie. Saddle up, California's Country Music Festival Stagecoach is this weekend. The festival is in Indio. It starts on Friday and will end on Sunday. 3 stages will be there for performances from all kinds of country musicians. Eric Church is kicking off the event on Friday. Jason Aldean hits the stage on Saturday, and Luke Bryan wraps up the festival on Sunday. A popular hip-hop duo is performing at Cal Poly today. The group's atmosphere is known for hits like Sunshine and Yesterday. The concert is promoting their 7th album, Southsiders, which is expected to drop on May 6th. The show is in the main gym of the Recreation Center at 11 a.m. It is free for students with a Cal Poly ID. The 3rd annual Rock and Flow concert is this Saturday, April 26th. The Underground Music Festival will feature performances from up-and-coming local talents Step Brothers, Mr. Fab, and Bare Feet. Starting at noon and going until sundown, there will be beer gardens, barbecue, and merchandise booths for all artists. Tickets are available for $15 at the event. That's all that's happening in Pollywood right now. Back to you at the desk.
Well, thanks for that, Buki. I'm excited for Stagecoach, gotta say. Okay, well, thanks for watching our 30-minute broadcast of Mustang News.
For continuous broadcast coverage, you can visit mustangnews.net.
From all of us here in Studio 300, have a great rest of your day, Cal Poly.
Wow! First time in Sunshine, sunshine, shine. Molly coming right back at me. Couple of Advil. He went over the time we were actually. I I know I need to smell fresh air. So I stepped out the back door and fell down the stairs. Breathe in between the dry heaves. What? My baby made me some coffee. I'm afraid that if I drink, it's where to shine. What? Oh, let it shine. Sunshine, sunshine is fine. We went over the time we were actually